Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Following Luna's confession, RJ retracts, and an enraged Steffy confronts the Deacon. At Forrester, Steffy informs Finn that Deacon's belief that Sheila is alive is irrational. Regardless of the number of digits on the body, Sheila was unconcerned. I should know that if anyone knows it. Steffy was informed of her time of death by the paramedics. Finn recollects that Deacon believes he observed 10 digits. According to Steffy, it is unthinkable. It is either wishful thinking or he is telling the truth. Sheila was undoubtedly present. Steffy is astounded by Deacon's behavior. Finn reminds her the whole ordeal can be over. Steffy says it's seared into her memory. Deacon needs to get a perspective. She's going to confront him. Once he can get it through his thick skull that Sheila's deceased, he'll be better off. We'll all be better off. More, Thomas returns with, spoiler? At Il Giardino, Deacon reads the messages from Sheila to Sugar, telling her to stay away from her. He pours himself a stiff drink and proceeds to study his laptop. Maybe Finn's right. Maybe I'm losing it. He flashes to the scene in the crematorium. Piggy's in a blanket underneath the sheet. Sheila had 9 digits, but I saw 10 on those feet. He decides, yeah, you're definitely losing it, and takes another drink. Deacon contemplates, why Sheila? Why did you go to Steffy's that night? And who the heck is Sugar? Deacon B&B. In the Forrester design office, Carter demands to know what precisely Zende and Luna did the night of Eric's wedding. Zende confesses, Luna and I slept together. Zende explains that something occurred to Luna tonight that explains why she was in his bed. Neither of them expected it to happen. He has feelings for her but never would have acted on them if he had known how much Luna adores RJ. Carter is perplexed. If she didn't want this, and he didn't want this, how did they wind up sleeping together? More, Heather Tom's son is all grown up. Zende explains Poppy's special mints getting muddled up with Luna's regular mints. Every time Luna thought she was taking a regular mint, Carter interjects, she was drugging herself and that's why she thought she made love to RJ. Zende knows how absurd it sounds. Carter asks if he's positive it happened that way. Zende balks, you think I'm lying to you? Carter doesn't. He knows the kind of man he is. Zende is upset about what transpired, what Luna's been through, and what RJ's going to go through when he finds out what went down. Carter Zende B&B. At the beach house, Luna explains to RJ how she took Poppy's special mints without knowing the night of Eric's nuptials. RJ asks her to tell him what occurred to her that night. Please. Luna cries that if she has just remained with him at Eric's that night, none of this would be happening. She would give anything not to harm him. The thought of betraying him kills her, but that's precisely what happened. I betrayed you that night. Luna fumes that the mints did something to her. She didn't intend it. RJ asks her to calm down, she's not making any sense. Luna says when she departed the party, she was so tired and so thirsty, she happened to see water in one of the guest houses, so she went inside to consume it. I must have laid down in the bed because I was so exhausted. RJ asks if that's all she remembers. Luna says the next thing she remembers is RJ entering into the room and her saying she'd been waiting for him. More, how will B&B make this make sense? In the design office, Zende tells Carter that he can't say anything about this to anyone. Carter won't, but RJ deserves to know. Zende says Luna is telling him the whole story right now. This has been tearing her apart. I just pray that RJ can understand. Carter hates that this occurred. Zende does too. Luna is a sweet individual, who never would have cheated if not for her mother's mints. Carter can only imagine the guilt Poppy is experiencing. Zende believes it was irresponsible and reckless. Carter wonders what about him? Zende never would have done what he did had he known. It never occurred to him that Luna might have been on something. Carter questions, what about taking accountability? RJ is his cousin, which should have been enough for him to press the brakes. Carter backs off. He doesn't need a lecture from him. He just dislikes this for all of them. Zende concerns that Luna's world is about to blow sky high. Carter muses, you really do care about her, don't you? Carter Zende, B&B. In the beach house, RJ recaps that Luan inadvertently took her mother's drugs and stumbled into one of the ghost houses. He queries whose it was. I wasn't there, but someone was, right? Luna sobs and nods. RJ demand, who was it? Luna, address me. I need to know. Luna laments, it was Zende. I stayed the night with Zende. RJ reels. Luna rants that she had no knowledge she was with Zende. It wasn't until the next morning that she realized what had happened. RJ asks her to halt. My cousin, you too. Luna is so remorseful and reaches for RJ's hands, please. RJ draws back. RJ Luna, B&B. At Il Giardino, Deacon is still peering at Sheila and Sugar's messages when Steffy and Finn walk in. He assumes Finn told Steffy what he said. Steffy doesn't want to hear it. You're wrong. Dead incorrect. I murdered Sheila. Deacon told her what she thinks happened. Steffy states she knows she killed Sheila, she saw her face. Deacon saw her too. He pulled back the sheet and it was undoubtedly Sheila, but when the sheet slipped, he saw 10 toes. I definitely saw 10 toes. Finn says, Deacon, you were emotional. Deacon asks if they want him to just abandon this. That's precisely what Steffy wants him to do. Sheila got precisely what she deserved. Now you need to stop this. You need to cease spreading these lies, okay? I don't want to think about Sheila anymore, I don't want to speak about her anymore. She is out of our lives forever. Do you understand me? Forever. Carter is shocked, RJ heartbroken, Steffy confronts Deacon. The bold and the beautiful recap for Monday, April 15, 2024, indicate that Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, laments because Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, believes that Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, is alive. The bold and the beautiful recap highlights. Deacon tries to work out who Sugar, Kimberlyn Brown, is. Zende Forrester, Delon Metz, tells Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, that he and Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, slept together. RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, encourages Luna to tell him what transpired that night. The bold and the beautiful recap, Zende Forrester confides in Carter Walton. Carter queries if Zende and Luna really slept together that night. Carter doesn't comprehend how this happened if they didn't want to sleep together. B&B recap Monday, April 15, Carter is shocked, RJ heartbroken, Steffy confronts Deacon. Carter repeats what Zende has told him. Zende tells Carter that the mints got jumbled up. Zende knows how absurd this sounds. Carter asks if Zende is positive it happened that way that night. Zende is still angry at himself about this. Zende is made over that Luna has gone through, and what RJ is about to go through. Zende informs Carter that he cannot say anything. Carter will remain quiet, but RJ needs to know. Luna needs to be the one to tell RJ the truth. Luna was only doing this to alleviate her conscience. Carter hates that this occurred. Luna would have never strayed on RJ if it wasn't or those mints. Carter defends Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park. Carter queries about Zende's guilt. Zende and Luna didn't know that Poppy was into that material. Carter informs Zende that RJ is his cousin and that should have been enough to pump the brakes. Zende is concerned that Luna's world is about to fall apart. Also read, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Thomas and Steffy's sibling rivalry blows up after Hope moves on? B&B recap, Luna Nozawa confesses to RJ Forrester. Luna says if he had just remained with RJ, this wouldn't have happened. Luna betrayed RJ that night. RJ tells Luna to calm down, she isn't making any sense.